What's up? What's good? Yeah, I'm tired, man. I had a rough couple of days. These days take a toll on you, but sleep is important. Absolutely, it is. Yeah, hip hop stories. I got a lot of them. Hit the like button coming through the door, good people. Back in the days, oh yeah, man. What are you talking about? This is hip hop at its excellence. Look, 50 Cent was a whole different animal coming through, but at the same time, people don't really understand that Kanye West and 50 Cent came up together at the same time. They blew up at the same time. Now, before that even took place, a lot of the people didn't even know, the general public and everybody else who was like sitting out there and not noticing things that's happening in the world. You know, it was kind of crazy during that time. I ain't gonna even lie to you. It was nuts. So, hip hop at that time was going through a change. It was a lot of company restructuring, and money was being moved around because a lot of money was being lost. A lot of things was happening because of the success of hip hop. So a lot of money and companies was rearranging their structure, and companies who never really dealt with hip hop was starting to open up a division for hip hop. They wanted a piece of the money. So the industry was changing. So this A&R, who called himself like a genius, had a great idea. He was like, I know what to do now. So because this guy, what's up, dude? So this great A&R named 3H, he went and got hired at Capitol Records. And it was this young kid who was going around shopping his tapes. And the guy named Pink House, rest in peace to Pink House, he was out here in Chicago, and 3H knew him, met him and everything when he was performing. So Kanye West was the who ended up being the artist at the time. But all the DJs here in Chicago and all these people who was getting recognition, all the rappers like Common and them, you know, these guys were starting to talk about Kanye West, and even local rappers was like, okay, you know, he's going around making his rounds, making beats for guys. So they looked at him as a, you know, more of a producer than a rapper. So they would write rhymes for him, some of the guys here, because he was making beats. So it was a trade-off. Now the kicker came in at is when they all decided, you know what's in the best interest of all of us? If we was to go about it this way, let's try to do it from this angle. They decided to get in the game and go all the way. And when they went all the way, he became an A&R at Capitol Records, and they gave him a budget to go find some hip-hop artists. And one of the main guys that they brought across the table that he liked the tape, and it was Capitol Records, They had a deal for Kanye, you know, as a rap album, not just a producer, but a rapper. So the hesitation on signing Kanye West as a rapper is they didn't really trust him as just doing a, you know, because he was promoting himself as a rapper. Even though he make beats, he's promoting himself as a rapper, pushing the song. So when he went and got a deal and got offered a deal, because they know, like, oh, he been on, you know, he did the Blueprint with Jay-Z, he got all this going on, and it's like 2001 going into 2002. So when he got that deal on the table, at the same time, what's going on is that 50 Cent is killing the mixtape game. 50 Cent is destroying the mixtape game. And all these guys are, you know, basically under the bar. They're not seeing what's getting ready to come. You know, 50 Cent was just somebody who was blackballed. Irv and Gotti, Irv and Ja was, you know, basically keeping him away from the majors. So 3H had a deal. They was like, man, we gonna have Kanye West, then we could grab 50 Cent. That's the street urban hardcore, and the polar opposite of that is Kanye West. So he was ahead of his time. 3H was ahead of his time, and he was ready 100%. And they both would have been on Capitol Records 100% at the same time. They would both been signed. The deal was on the table. So they pulled Kanye's deal because somebody leaked back to that, Kanye is really just a producer rapper. He's not really a rapper, but that was only part of it. Capitol Records had a problem with him producing all of the records, and he wanted to produce all of his own records, and they were like, this don't really work with us, because what they were going to do is use Kanye West, have you rap. We got a couple producers that we have here that's already on salary. You know, they got guys already on salary, so they want to use their guys. You know, like, we already got guys working here and making beats and doing all this, so we don't want them standing around. Why not throw them on a Kanye album? Now we kill two birds with one stone. Kanye like, no, I'll produce my own beats. So in case you don't know what happens there or what that even means, that means when Kanye West records a record, right? If, let's say, the studio has an artist of theirs or a producer that works signed with Capitol Records, is producing the beats. Capitol Records is eating another way off of the album. They get a producer's credit. So now they're eating off that as well. You see? Now, so that's why they want to put all the Capitol Records people on the record. Now, as it comes to 50 Cent, 50 had an album already coming out. They heard about the Columbia album and the Power of the Dollar, and it was already a record. They heard it on the streets. That was almost his demo. What became his demo later on is the fact that everybody knew and saw everything that he did from the mixtape side. It was, mixtapes was everywhere, and they were selling out. Even the corner bootleg man couldn't even keep them. They were flying off the shelves. People were buying G-Unit everything. And this is like 2002. Almost the whole year 2002. That mixtape craze was going nuts. So what made it interesting is that Capitol Records was about to sign, and they offered pretty much a better deal than Interscope and Eminem presented when they wanted 50 Cent. So 3H had a deal on the table that was better and feasible for 50. The only reason he didn't take the deal is because nothing was stopping Ja and Irv, because he was like, what insurances I got that Ja Rule and Irv Gotti ain't gonna try to run interference and try to stop me. You guys gotta prepare for that. If they decide this is what they want to do. If they try to stop the record from coming out or sabotage it with radio, how are y'all gonna combat that? And you're like, they wouldn't do that. That's not the answer 50 want to hear. Is you telling him what they're not gonna do. So that wasn't feasible. And he said, look, I'm gonna go with Eminem because I got Dr. Dre with Aftermath, and I got Jimmy Iovine, Interscope, the biggest team in the world. So they got the playbook. That's what they say. They got the machine. They know how to make your album go number one, no matter what it sounds like. They got the machine. I'm sorry. They're not. Well, they signed to Interscope, or were they signed to Shady Records? Yeah, Stat Quo stuff was, I won't say it was whack, it just wasn't good. Stat Quo can write for other people, and he can write, rhymes, but nah. Oh no, not really. Yeah, I'm about Michael Jordan old house again. Behind that wall is all Michael Jordan property. All of it. Well, I think he finally sold it or finally got rid of it, so. Yeah, so that's why he didn't take the deal. And then they pulled on Kanye West. So they lost Kanye West and 50 Cent back to back. And they ended up being two of the biggest artists in the world. Two biggest release in the debut albums. Kanye West and 50 Cent. College Dropout album became every backpack kid's album of the decade. You had a backpack, that was your album. What the hell is this? Dip. Yeah, I'm going around. Going all the way around. There's a massive car accident. Wow. They cut the whole road off. No, things just went left. It went left fast. Really fast. It didn't even make sense. Here I am. I'm gonna rest up and get it cracking, Cap. No, they decided to take the shady deal. The shady deal was way worse. As far as percentages, 50 Cent got paid about 5 cents a record, 5 cents an album. So he gets 5 cents for every record sold. Yeah, pretty much to the bone. It was over fast. So I am going to the crib. So anyway, I'm gonna cut this short. Well, that was basically it anyway. So I'm gonna cut this short. So I'm gonna go lay it down, get some Z's. think it's only right I do that. Thank y'all for tuning in. Shouts out to Kwame Brown, Bus Life, everybody out there. Welcome to HDTV, and I'm out.